Hey, how's it going? I bet you missed me. No, you didn't. No one did. Why, I was taking a little break from YouTube, just a little bit, like 2 days or something.
You serious?
I got myself back into the mood to make videos. I have videos I want to do with maybe Jaden, Shane, and Twos and all them, or on certain games and everything. But there's also like the walkthroughs. I would want to do those, just more fast paced than I usually do, because I'll sit there and I play the game, barely talk. I decided, well, one of those games, which kind of be a walkthrough, but also one of those videos where I can do whatever the fuck I want without worrying about, oh, I didn't put this part in the video, whole thing's fucked up now. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Let's get on with the game. 60 seconds. I don't know how to play. I just bought this game, just downloaded it. It's currently like 9 o'clock at night. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna wing it. I don't even know what to play. The tutorial, who needs that? Perfect your apocalypse, a full atomic experience, scavenge around your house for supplies, and then survive with. Is that just the normal one? I don't know, like. I don't understand the point of the different buttons. Select TED. Select difficulty. I think I'm just go with Fat Man. I don't really understand. I do know though, this game requires reading, and I stutter just talking on my own free thoughts. How do I move faster? How do I take objects? Oh, mask, medkit. There's water. Oh my god, how does he walk like this? It's like so slow and wonky and oh fuck. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Take my daughter. Take the water. I think 60 seconds is enough time. I got no worry. Oh, more water. Hurry, hurry. Throw them in, throw them in. Go back, go back. I want to grab the gun. The suitcase. I can't grab it. No, hurry. Fuck. I didn't grab the map. I literally just ran past it. Alright. Day 1. I got 1 soup. All of us made it down in the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we could make it work down here. We remember hearing a canned soup is healthy for you. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves already stocked. We can't really say we recall putting all those supplies here, but we're definitely going to put them to good use. We don't have that much food. No one's complaining yet, but even canned soup might become extravagant dish quite soon. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. No one's hungry. No one's thirsty. We're fine. We're Gucci. You would expect a nuclear explosion would be enough to quench anyone's petty arguments. The future is not looking too pretty, and all you see is naked walls. And how much is necessary for an explosion? It happened. We started fighting like crazy. That's it for day 1. Day 2. Who knows what the fuck that sound is? Where? I swear we had more water. There's nothing better than the quiet after the storm. Or was it another way around? Or was it the other way around? Fuck. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Dolores is quite calm given the situation, despite the dire circumstances, and all the trouble we are going through. Timmy is very brave. So this is Ted. This is Dolores, Mary Jane, Timmy. Oh, Timmy can die. I won't be too sad. Mary Jane isn't.
Have you ever had a dream that you had you?
Mary Jane insists she doesn't feel complete without her musical instrument. If she hit it well, maybe her tuba is still safe somewhere in the ruins of our house. A reminder of her hobbies and lifestyle. She might cheer her up a bit, make the situation easier. Should we let her out for a quick look around the house? Yes. We got a mask. Day 3. Hopefully she took the mask with her. Or she's dead. More supplies for us. Mary Jane got very excited. We agreed to let her look for a tuba. She said if she can't find the instrument, she'll settle for anything else she can find, like some music sheets, or we sure hope the tuba didn't make it. We're pretty sure we prefer radio static or even the sweet sound of silence. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Ted needs water to survive. If there's one thing we need, it's water for Dolores. Timmy is talking nothing about thin water. We should drink some. So everybody wants water. We're good. We've been busy since we got down to the shelter, but there is still much to be done, like trimming that shrubby in our yard. Definitely should. Okay. So I'm beginning to think the last page is kind of useless in the journal. We're already on day 4, and she's back. Tuba didn't make it. Planning for ahead as usual is a good strategy, but for now on we should be more interested in our plan of water rationing. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning the Shoto from the surface. Ted is no longer thirsty. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Everybody's good. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions as Ted is rare enough to withstand the hazards of the wasteland. We can send Dolores for explanation when it's done. Timmy can do it. Timmy can go in the wasteland. He broke that himself. Should we start preparation? Yes. We're not big fans of his strange smelling shelter, but when we started to smell something burning, we quickly realized how much we prefer that nothing is on fire. Scent it had before a fire. We need to put it out and save our supplies. Why don't we have time to save it all? What do we save? There's only one thing to save, really, the med kit. Day 5. Milestone number 1. Was that always there? Probably. My kit doesn't look really saved. Damn it. Damn it. Before we could do anything about it, the fire, it consumed some of our belongings. What a mess. We need to be more careful so this doesn't happen again. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Ted is fine. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it stays this way. Timmy is his best behavior. How long will it last? So who wanted water? Mary Jane. Fucking fat bitch. Alright. Who should we take outside? I think Glorious with gas mask. Yeah. I think it will be cool if she's dead. I mean. Alright, day 6. Everything's good. Dolores is on her way of the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Ted needs water, no longer thirsty. It doesn't need much, but he should drink. So, no soup, but more water for Ted and Timmy. Timmy and Jane need some physical exercise. Letting them run outside in the wasteland seems a bit adventurous, but they could play tag inside the shelter. It's not like we have any expensive vases or antique dishes down here that to be broken. She would let the kids play. Why the fuck not? Ted might go insane, but who really cares, dog? Now, you know what's bad? My first thought was Timmy drew a penis on the wall, but I'm pretty sure that's a dog. As soon as they got permission, Timmy and Mary Jane immediately started running around laughing, or at least spinning around. Since there's not much space in the tiny shelter during their playtime, they noticed a single bottle of water tucked in a corner behind an empty cans. Lucky find. Isn't thirsty, his stomach's rumbling, isn't thirsty, is very hungry. So Ted and Timmy. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying it out loud. I want cake. Well, tomato cake is good. Mary Jane has an awful silent today, so I'm like, should we try talking? Why not? Let's keep everybody sane. Gotta make the first day impressionable so nobody watches this video thinks I'm a complete noob, even though I kind of didn't grab a map or a radio. But you know, it's fine. My wife might be dead with the only gas mask we had, but it's fine. We got a shotgun. Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have that latter, but talking alone seems to do the trick. Ted is no longer hungry. She can Mary Jane to drink something. Timmy is no longer hungry. Difficult keeping track of time down here, but at least we remembered it's Timmy's birthday today. He's growing so fast. We should get him something. Checkers. You know, the thing right in front of him that he's not even looking at. I don't know if she's always looked like this. I noticed it when I was closing my journal. Yesterday. She looks like she's slowly losing her sanity. He still doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He is making direct eye contact with me. Like, what the fuck are you doing to us? When we were done taking cover in the shelter, we barely had time to grab anything, so the checker set is missing half its pieces. It seems you can still play with the one half since Timmy has been enjoying himself. All Ted wishes for is a few drops of water. Mary Jane is long and thirsty. Timmy has been talking about nothing but water. We should drink some. We got enough water right now. We woke up today feeling very uncomfortable. It was like someone or something was watching us. We should have sworn we noticed a moment in the shadows. If anything besides us is alive in the bunker, it is time to show his boss around here. Get the shotgun. No one's dead. That's good. There's an empty bottle of water. That is not good. Whatever it is and is now dead, quite dead, maybe there is something hiding. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Diet could lose a little food. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Everybody wants to eat. Down to one can. Where is a ball when you need one? We are really bored and we need something to occupy ourselves with. Too many hours of counting pipe droplets and it's not healthy. There has to be an alternative. Play with the shotgun. Why not? What could go wrong? Apparently nothing. There's a phone ringing. I don't know who the fuck has a phone. I don't know where we got more cans of soup. But to find out. It's man's second nature to hunt. We went to see if there's anything worth hunting outside. We ran into the nice looking man, so we started yelling loudly and waving our gun at him. That isn't very nice. If he didn't try to murder you guys for doing that, understand why he's a nice man. He probably misunderstood the universal...
Have you ever had a dream?
He probably misunderstood this universal gesture of peace because he fled before he could talk, but he left 2 cans of soup behind. I wonder why he fled. You know, it wasn't like we're waving a shotgun at him or anything. Nah. Ted is hungry. Mary Jane is no longer hungry. She's thirsty. Timmy is no longer hungry. So, you can have some. You can have some. And we're all happy. We didn't expect to get a cell phone call as soon as the atomic dawn. Yet we are here, and we clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone across the street. We should go answer it. I think Timmy. You know, he's slim. He should be fast. Just run out, come back. Oh shit. Dolores. You don't look so good. When we answered the phone, we could barely hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from the nearby town, the Hill Valley. We just started exchanging information. When the call was cut short, something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope it will get back to us. We're glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We are hoping the expedition would be successful. Too bad that was not the case. Ted is no longer hungry. He's really thirsty. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Dolores would love to eat something. Really tired. Timmy's talking about nothing other than water. He should drink something. So, water, food, water. Water, food, water. Yes, we'll start an expedition. Doesn't matter because we don't have that. I'll read it anyway. We would have been safe inside the walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible, otherwise we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger. Like soul. What the fuck does this have to do with a medkit? What's next? Wait for the exertions from friendly wastelanders. Okay. You know, for never playing this game, I'm doing pretty damn good. I seen a broken water bottle right there. Don't know how I feel about that. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we still need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores complains that she can't get good night's sleep around here. Dolores can't remain thirsty for too long. Okay. She said she was only thirsty. No, she said she'd love to eat too. This is a good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh air, get some fresh toxic air, maybe scavenge a thing or two. Extra supplies. So I feel like this time, you know what, Timmy should go with the mask. Obviously can't get sick down here. I mean, Dolores is already about to die. I probably should have just let her, but you know, gotta be a good husband. I'm gonna let her eat. To what I said, we don't know what it is. Come back. Mary Jane is so tired. Give her some time to recover. Mary Jane is very thirsty. Has to drink something. Food. You know, no one really seems to give a fuck about Ted. Everybody's complaining like, oh, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. No one really gives a fuck what Ted feels, you know. That's correct, right? No. Other way around. We keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker. We start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. We wouldn't thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood. We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the running part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Don't got a fucking radio, so it don't even matter. Never mind, apparently we do. If there's one thing that we need to do, it's use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. So they're tired, no longer thirsty, complains they can't get a good night's sleep, no longer hungry. Ted needs water to survive. We're running low on water. It's been a while. We don't know about what's going on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune into the emergency. We get it. I don't have a fucking radio. Someone's knocking. Someone's a knocking. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. When Mary Jane is tired, she becomes cranky. She could be doing better in a few days, but she's so tired, can't sleep off. Water is all Laura wants. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Ted is hungry. So, running low on like all supplies. Riding a radioactive landscape, and we saw a young woman dressed in raggedy clothes. She had a nasty looking rifle, but it hollered a polite enough manner. She claimed to be a hunter, checking predators, ammo. We don't even have ammo, so sucks to fucking suck. Someone was getting a good night's sleep. Now there's another drawing. Who the fuck is getting markers? That better not be painted out of the soup. I will kill whoever was wasting soup. The woman says she hunts mostly for food. Clearly she is an uncivilized savage. Delicious soup is what decent people eat these days. We're not amused and didn't give her anything. And Dolores is still tired and can't sleep it off. No longer thirsty, isn't hungry, has rested. We should give Mary Jane something to drink. Every new smell attacks our noses in a little shelter instantly. There isn't much that we can miss, so when a single brick fell out of the wall, revealing a tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check out the hole, see what the source is. Obviously, we're white, always gotta investigate. But it's good Mary Jane is alive, but can't say so much for my wife, who is still bone skinny, has been like that for like 2 weeks. Who's also tearing up all our fucking rations, so you're gonna have to starve soon because we don't have any more fucking water. We looked in a hole fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him when we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial and an empty can. He deserved that much. Dolores complains that she still can't get a nice sleep. Ted should drink something soon. Isn't no longer thirsty, quite hungry. Well, I'll hold off on another day of giving Ted something to drink. When Dolores came back from the expedition the other day, she saw a tiny scratch on her leg. It didn't seem at the time quite a terrible sight. Don't do anything about it. We don't have a med kit, which I sacrificed my life for, and it just went to fucking waste. Is that Timmy? Is Timmy back? Timmy, what the fuck did you do to the mask? I mean, you got water and soup, but what the fuck did you do? How did you rip the mask? He just suitcase. Pretty sure that's new. Let's see. We didn't do anything about the infected wounds after all. Our ancestors were survived without it. That fancy medicine. Why should we listen to the doctors? Dolores is looking more sickly though. She's just a little green, but you know, our ancestors were green and was still pumping through. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Despite he rather calm demeanor, Timmy got into a few fights before the apocalypse. His last victory was beating a kid named Ethan with a stick. Huh. Listen, Timmy might be a badass for real. Ethan's parents were furious and invited us over to discuss Timmy's behavior, but before we could schedule a meeting, the world went to hell. During our trip, we found their house and knocked on the door, but nobody answered. We decided to go in and investigate. Behind the remains of the kitchen counter, we found a bottle of water. We found some bottled water. It's not our favorite brand, but it'll have to do. We found their garage empty. They might have gone on vacation before the apocalypse. Maybe they even survived. They left behind a few suitcases, though we didn't think anyone would mind us borrowing it. Damn it. Our gas mask was damaged during the expedition. Yeah. Ted looks like he's got on the one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. No longer hungry, is rested. One thing we need is water. You know, I'll get him water, feed Timmy. I'm not giving her any more rations because, as you can see, she's fucking green. She's gonna die soon. So I mean, really, we could send Dolores back out there. Where did that green puddle come from? Oh dear, our pipe is leaking green goo. That's not that good. That's not good at all. We need to act now, and no one packed a mop. What would we do? Should we use the suitcase? Let's use it. Why not? Could be something really good in there, but you know, not as good as. Damn. 20 days is crazy. She's not doing so good. Of course, after she's not bone skinny no more, you know, she's back in her original posture. She's the same skin color as the fucking Grinch. Alright. We grabbed our old suitcase and shoved it under the pipe. Seems like the liquid that was supposed to leak out did so during the night. On the bright side, we didn't have to worry about the smell. It was sick anymore. The downside, our suitcase is completely ruined. Dolores is not. Okay, we don't care about her. Timmy should eat something. He needs a few days rest. We can't leave Timmy without water too long. Alright, wait, what does that say? Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. So, food and water. Water. Food. Water. Right? No. No water for you. Alright, we're doing good. Who should go out? No. Mary Jane didn't have her turn to go out yet. She, frankly, doesn't have a mask, though. So we should do Dolores. With nothing, because she's probably going to die anyway. But we need the sick out of here. So even if she comes back with stuff, she's already sick. What's the worst that can happen? Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Isn't hungry anymore. Mary Jane pretty fatigued. It's probably a good thing, fucking fat ass. Everybody's good. That doesn't matter. We don't got a fucking radio. Day 22. Did I just see bloodstains on Mary Jane? PS orange. I was gonna assume she killed and ate a rat or some shit. If there's one thing that we need to do is use a radio. Okay. Let's use a few drops of water. Eat something. Alright, so water. Eat. Correct? Correct. Next. A young woman dressed in white knocked on our door today, telling us a story about a missing twin brother who was most probably held captive in a bandit camp. He tried to defend a big bandit leader, and his sister fears something might have happened to him. She claims to know that we're good and trustworthy people and believes that we can help rescue her sibling. If we do so, she will be beginning of a solid friendship. You know what, Mary Jane? We're running low on food. She hasn't done anything this entire time. I think it's her time to leave. And seems like nothing has changed, except now he got the crazy fucking Wilt Chamberlain fro going on. And there's a new drawing on the wall. The woman quickly called a group of her friends. We set out to turn it to be a successful mission, and finding the lost twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to a fence trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries and he'll be just fine. The siblings thanked us 100 times and said that would definitely contact us again. Ted is no longer thirsty. We should get Mary Jane something to drink, something to eat. Jesus fucking Christ. Everyone's hungry. Everyone's thirsty. You know what? Your fat ass can wait a little bit. A sleazy-looking trader carrying a scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us simply a one-off time deal, a can of soup, and we get contents. Trader, angry glances every time. You know what? Let's get the bag. What's the worst that could be in it? Unless it's a bomb. A cat. We got a cat. Great. As soon as we close the door, trader, the bag violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out just to be an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down on the corner to clean itself. The collar says Sharikov. Is that its name? It's quite hungry. It's fainting. We get her something to drink fast. That is hungry. So everybody's hungry, and I'm running out of fucking food. Well, I just did run out of food because I'm using it on Ted. It's not easy to be calm in these circumstances. Hopefully we can find our peace or something. We might need to act like wolves, survival of the fittest. I don't know how long this is supposed to go on for. Everybody's about to get killed. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimist and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Isn't looking too good. Hasn't eaten. Thirsty. Like the good Scout he is, Timmy's making the best out of him. He seems cheerful. So he's thirsty. Right. Yeah, and like, I'm just gonna have Mary Jane fucking die. Oh, look at this. More shit that we can't control because we don't have the supplies it wants us to have. We're gonna have to eat the cat. Did we eat the cat? I know the cat is fine. It keeps changing from up there to over there, gaining and losing weight every time it moves. We underestimated the value of the cat in the environment. We thought we had a cockroach infestation in our hands, but Sharikov took care of it while we were asleep. Was it reminded of its hunting days before the bombs dropped? Was it memorized by the roach's glow, or does it just have an undeniable thirst for fresh cockroach blood? We'll never know why, but we're grateful that we don't have to deal with the insects ourselves any longer. We don't think Dolores is coming back from the surface. It's been too long. And she's dead. Okay. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Mary Jane is starving. We better get something to eat, or else some water for Timmy would be nice. Timmy, you can fucking wait. Expedition, whatever. The Wasteland is full of surprises, like this man on the other side of the street, side of the door, knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot of decent ammunition. Shall we trade? Claiming that he is willing to offer. We don't need ammunition. Unless he was going to give us like food for ammunition or the check. Whatever. The other stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. If ever was a time to get used to life being disappointing, the end of the world is probably it. Mary Jane is starving, but I get us something else. Everyone has a drink sometimes, including Mary Jane. Is there any water left? Tim is in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Tim was never a fan of soup, but soup is always talking about because he's now hungry. Give Timmy some water. Please go outside. Mary Jane. We'll do Timmy. Timmy did good last time. I mean, he has a weapon now. Probably should have did the trade for ammunition. But, you know, we didn't. So Do not sound over, so no one's coming back. Starving. Where's the water when Ted needs it? He can wait an extra day. Take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder what self-made cat it is. Address. Most likely go to the address. Yes. Maybe they'll give us food. And Mary Jane is sick. We grabbed our new fluffy friend for a little stroll through the waste, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they've been looking for it. Apparently belongs to a dear old man who loves it dearly. Before it could utter a word, they took Sharikov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind. Maybe it's for the best. Mary Jane is dying. We understand. Ted is looking on one foot in the grave, needs a drink. And we don't have a radio, so I'm not even gonna bother reading that. Day 30. Mary Jane, she's just gone. And one thing that we knew, okay, radio. There's no food to go around. Even Ted has nothing to eat. He isn't thirsty anymore. Mary Jane found out she is not getting a single drop of water. She got furious. She stormed out of the wasteland, scouring over her shoulder that we'll regret this, and she's getting her water one way or another. We are seriously terrified right now. A young singer approached our shelter this morning. No, we do not want to share. I don't even care if we had spare stuff to share. And someone's knocking. Better be help, because Ted's basically fucked. We learned that we had to share with him. He got really angry. First, he tried to torture us with sounds from an unplugged electric guitar. When that didn't work, he tossed some instruments at us and walked away. We tried to put it back together, but it was broken into pieces. How could you, mister? It was a tambourine, man. Tambourine. Did I really just fuck up saying tambourine? There isn't enough food to go around. Even Ted has nothing to eat. I know. Open is the name of freedom. Came from a scout from outside of our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we heard it was a group of people probably armed. Anyone who introduces himself like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? I mean, it's been 5 days since we let Timmy out. What's the worst that can happen? Fuck it. Open the door. Open the door, revealed a group of armed teenagers, possibly high school students, training. But we expected they were friendly and requested to know if we had any Reds nearby. We couldn't help them when they found out we were not armed. They were kind enough to leave a spare rifle. We asked who they were, and all they said were Wolverines. To our surprise, we found Sharikov back in our shelter this morning. We weren't exactly sure how it came back, but a good care and appreciates our kind of harsh optimism or just our stockpile of soup cans. Only time will tell. Ted needs water. He also needs food, but currently I don't have food, and we got one drop of water left. It's unfortunate, but we do not have any tools that can we use to chop wood with bare hands. No matter the time we are refused. Ted looks very weak. He needs something to eat. He isn't thirsty. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sharikov found a tiny wire sticking out of the ceiling and pulled it out, plastered into the top of a fur ball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might be angry. Take away the wire. Is it best to leave it, or should we examine the wire? Fuck it. Worst case scenario, we get electrocuted to death. We We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty truck parked outside the driveway. Upon opening the door, I was confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. The wiretapped our shelter. Was asleep. Was listening to everything we said. We gave him hell, marched back to the bunker. Ted looks weak. He probably needs something to eat, but I don't have anything to feed him. So, Ninja Spino wanted to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Timmy's back. We got a map. We got water, food, poison, bug spray. We briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us they were a top secret government mission. Their wiretap wasn't a spy on us, but rather the cat. It's suspected for being a Soviet agent. They are willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them on sort of top secret missions or assured us contract again when it would. We were so afraid of Timmy, but he came back on Wasteland and safe with us now. It was difficult to tell left or right. You know, all of the rumble would turn into town, but we found our way to where the gas station used to be. It doesn't look like a gas station anymore. There's a version of the ponds and the car racks and a cashier's booth. Is probably didn't trip up and then back to the ground. There was a abandoned truck and line for the gas pump. We immediately recognized the logo as a known company on its side. Yep, the canned soup company. A few water bottles were scattered around the cashier's booth. None of the explosions damaged them. Though it was funny how the pipe shadow got burned into the wall. One of the cars had a map inside of it. After pursuing the chart, notice to read, the machine hidden here. A big red Y marks the spot. Oh, X. That definitely does look like Y though. We stumbled upon a half-eaten sandwich in the cashier's booth and some bug spray. That addition got us thinking maybe we could just drive away from the nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We better keep an eye out for those future experts. Very weak, doesn't eat. Okay. So, eat, drink, and eat. Ted, it's your turn to go on an expedition for tomorrow. Last thing I expected to hear sitting in a fallout shelter was a trumpet. Someone being clear, a good trumpet player entire life. We friend knocked on a door and demanded that we let the merryman enter so they could take from the rich and give to the poor. Should we let them in? What's the worst that can happen? We're running low on rations. That doesn't sound like the sound of dying. They gave us a radio. The merry folks were very kind. They noticed we didn't have a radio and offered us one. When we asked where they got it from, they said the 1%. Ted looked very weak. He doesn't eat. Okay. So they both want to eat. He needs a drink. I feel like we should give him the map. Timmy is now down here all by himself. Let's hope Dad makes it, even though he's fucking starving. I left for the service. Hope he'll be back. He's no longer hungry. Timmy has arrested. If there's anyone who can rescue us for the hellish situation, it's the government. You can badmouth them all you want, but it probably means you are either an assassin or a commie. Citizens we've been preying on the taxes regularly. So we're huge. Uncle Sam's coming to get us. Well, except the one time we were. Never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for them. We made contact. The military is out there, and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier has in a boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions to keep our radio in working order. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He doesn't look very well. Okay, so he's hungry and thirsty. We can't have any food because I don't have any fucking food. Alright, we heard a knock on the door this morning, and we're a breath of fear. Children coming outside and decided to open up. It turned out to be Girl Scouts, and they sell cookies, but they branched out to other offers. So they'll give us a lock for a shotgun. They offered a briefcase for a flashlight. I'm gonna go with the briefcase deal. Could be some food and water in it, for real. Can I open it? No. The girls were very kind of pricing the affair. We accepted their offer. However, clever them keep the business alive after. Paul was very impressed. He was not a fan. Okay, he's hungry. I get it. He's fucking hungry. First aid kit is no use, but we do have something about it. For some bizarre reason, we believe that we can lethal bug spray to produce some additional medicine. Maybe it'll work. No, I don't think bug spray will work as a medicine. Find it very hard to believe if you don't. Apparently the suitcase was a bad deal because I can't fucking do anything with it. Too bad we didn't have any of that spray. Homemade drugs sound like an excellent idea. It really doesn't. So they don't have food. They offered a mask for bug spray and cards for a lock. I'm gonna go with the bug spray deal because a mask would be nice. So next time we go on an expedition, we got a mask. I mean, we don't really need the bug spray. Okay. He's thirsty now. Don't even have any of that. 42 days. I think Ted is dead. I really do think he's dead. Sandman, especially ones who attempted treason and go back whatever planet Earth from and angry stormed off, rumbling something about how our souls are going to be preserved by the Lord. And then poor guys seem to be confused. He's hungry. Wait, is he thirsty? No, he's just hungry. He's not thirsty. Don't even have an axe. I'm hoping that's Ted with a shit ton of food and some water. Well, Timmy as a fro looking like he's from the 1960s NBA. Ted is depressed and is ready to fucking kill himself. But we have no food. We have water. We apologize for not being able to help them at this time. Maybe we could find an axe soon and join the fun, but folks, Timmy said to return our voyage, walking aimlessly among the ruins, places we love. Okay. Oh, and we got a lock. Found a locker. Open and empty, but managed to grab a padlock to secure it. The map is no longer usable. And Ted is just tired, and both of them are hungry. And everyone's gonna die. High-tech setup involving paper cups in the yards is stirring the agents rain a top signal mission landed a VIP section went down. It's on the journal. Fuck it. Ted, you're back up. Timmy, you're probably gonna die because you're hungry. But both of you were starving, so Taylor for the service. Hopefully you'll be back soon. Graciously we agreed to fulfill the request. They thanked us and promised to be back for more information. Timmy's diet. Okay, something to drink. Got it. I don't have any of that. I don't have any of that. I traded it all. And there's more knocking. We refused to trade. Hopefully we made the right choice, but the trader was not too happy about this. Timmy's diet. Okay, he's no longer thirsty. During the latest expedition, we ran into a smelly man with torn up clothes. He recognized as an old bum named Jim. He used to roam the streets of our town before the bomb fell. Now he roams the wasteland, and it looks like he followed us home. Now he's banging on the door asking if we'd buy a rock. Well, do we? It could be a really good rock. Maybe it glows in the dark. And Timmy is now sick. We open the door and greeted the old man with a smile, and he usually get to show us a bag full of rich choice rocks and convince him to take one for free. For time's sake, we agreed gratefully. Chose the best looking rock, and the man left. We complained with a good rock. Also, he claimed it brings good luck. We'll see about that. Is he thirsty or just hungry? He's still hungry. Still got nothing for him. Don't got no food. Timmy's dead. When we didn't give a share of soup, so I got a rage, knocking over a bottle of water. We couldn't risk a risky mission, but we had to do it for the neighbors. So much to read. We get it. Nobody has food. Nobody has heals. Hunger drove Timmy insane. He realized we won't be able to fry them, so we snuck out and never returned. Well, we'll see if we can make it to day 50 before Ted dies. A signal has a weight. Besides, what do they even have a flashlight battery cost, especially in the second line? Ted is recovered from his injury. Doesn't drink anything. He won't last long. Okay, we'll give him something to drink. We could really use more supplies. We counted the days and number and happiness. Sure. Just say yes. What's the fucking point? I'm gonna die anyway. That's the way life goes. You know, you live, you die. You live, you die. And look, I'm gonna die soon. I just got an achievement saying the dark side. I probably should have read what I was doing. We had no idea they installed some kind of alarm system around the shelter door. As soon as we tried to open it, we were jumped and attacked and loose bricks and map pointers. There were way too many adults and we were expecting just one teacher, but it turns out they left the children behind to make space for themselves. We were appalled. Those terrible, terrible teachers. So I got jumped by a whole bunch of fucking teachers. Oh, Ted's gonna die. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna read what it is because there's no point. Ted, just go outside. Just do whatever. You're gonna fucking die. You're sick. You're hungry. You're thirsty. You're fucking everything. We marched to Ned's house and found the safe cracked open and blast. Most containers destroyed. Okay, we got some ammo. He's dying. Didn't say anything about him being thirsty though, so I'm not gonna give him anything. And I don't have a flashlight to do whatever the fuck it wants me to do with a flashlight. I mean, cat's still going. So we were to find a tiny bonus with a flashlight. They're lost. Coughing. For his energy. Drink something soon. Okay. Don't have any of those. Did I die? Okay, Ted died. We're not giving them anything, at least not this time. There's nothing in days to survive without food. Ted was strong, but not too much for him. He starved to death. Starving the apocalypse is not a very easy task, but I tell you, you spent 50 days in the shelter. Day 1, all of us were safe. It was a good run. You perished. They survived 52. Water consumed 8.5. Soup consumed 5. Times defending your shelter 0. Successful expeditions 4 out of 10. 4 out of 5. Items brought from 10. No decisions 0. I just said yes to everything, really. But we'll leave it here on this beautiful sunset of the wasteland. If you guys enjoyed and you want to see another video in 60 seconds, leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications if you want to be notified every time you want to see another video like this, or another video on whatever the fuck I do whenever I feel like it. Hit the like button. I don't remember if I said that. It's been so long, I forgot my intro. My phone's ringing. Bitch, I'm the goof like I walk on water. I'm talking your bitch, that he locked up my toilet. Walk with the Glock on the fuck or a bar. Boy, out with his head, we play soccer. I feel what I want.